Well, hello everybody. How's it going, my peoples? How's it going? Hello everybody. I'm hoping that everybody's having a good Sunday. How's it going, my peoples? How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. As you come in, don't forget to give this live a like. Don't forget a like. Hello, my peoples. How's it going? Please excuse my tardiness. Also, excuse my tardiness. I am a little bit late. But how's it going, you all? Please share the live. Happy Sunday, everyone. Dominique LeBlue. I'm here for it. Hello, Dominique. Mr. Seal on ULN. Ram Justice Jumeau. I'm sorry. You got to give me a simpler name. Mr. Seal, good evening, everyone. My sister Caroline Newton, Arlene Wade. Hello, sis. How's it going? Hello, everybody. Welcome and welcome. So, you all, please share the live, okay? Um, this live, as we start the live, I really want to ask for permission to say a quick prayer as I have 17 people on the live, okay? Because I am not an expert at this, okay? So this is all an opinion which I will be sharing tonight as we start the live. And quickly, Lord, I just want to invite you into this live. I want to ask you to soften the hearts of the people that are watching the live, to bless the people. And as we part ways, Lord, to help us to learn something, and not only to learn something, but to practice it and apply it within our lives. Thank you all so very much for joining me live tonight. Hello, everybody. So, you all, it is so much going on all over our world, all over the world. And I want to say that my whole routine just really changed with the live that I planned on doing tonight. And my whole title changed. I think I received a video, and that video is so disturbing. So I just want to ask you all to please share the live, partager live mwen yo, e m'vle voye love la bay tout moun mwen yo ki nan live lan, ki ap suiv mwen en créole, mwen di nou bienveni et partager live lan avec l'autre moun. So you all, there is so much going on around our world. And be patient with me today, okay? But I want to speak about the recent hate crime which just took place in Buffalo. Seeing that young man, 18 years old, you all, going into a store and killing 10 people and injuring 3, okay? This is just so heartbreaking, okay? Watching that broke my heart to a point where I'm asking myself, do we realize as people what are we here for? What are we here for? To begin with, it seems to me just as we get over one of these hateful, horrendous, horrible crimes, the minute the air dies down, then here comes something else in the air. It is as if there is an attention seeking behind these crimes, behind these pure hateful acts. And what hurts is the fact that these acts target a specific group, a specific ethnicity. All right. We recently, you all, we could compare. It is just so much comparison to do. And what hurts the most is I actually sat back and did some studies on this, okay? Please share the live, you all, as you come in. and definitely interact with me and share your opinions, okay? I'm gonna begin on a lighter note and end on a lighter note. You all, whether we want to admit it or not, this is not our home. We are all just passing through here. And the issue with a lot of social media is people are more focused on supporting negativity. We are more focused on the things which we assume that's cool, that's this, that's that. But those are the same things that's corrupting our world. That when we turn on the TV is the result of what we are watching, what we are seeing. My main question with this is, okay, wow. My main question with this is 18 years old, you all. 18 years old. And as I'm reading, they're saying, okay, well, there will be more charges. But is anyone thinking that, like I'm thinking, that at 18 years old, where is these behaviors? Where did he learn these behaviors? What exactly are we teaching within the home? I'm well aware of that. A lot of the kids do things, okay, that and today, this month is family month at church, okay. So I'm well aware of a lot of parents, okay, children, when we go out there, because I am somebody's child, when we go out there, we're not doing exactly what we were taught in the house. But can we really, 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 really not question what we are teaching within the house when certain things, you all, certain characteristics, they're learned characteristics, but definitely certain characteristics are taught characteristics. We have to be mindful, you all, of the things that we even allow ourselves to watch. We got to be mindful of the things that we allow our children to watch. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of preaching tonight, okay? And please share the live, you all. Share the live. Let's get more people on the live. And let me know if I am the only one that's maybe thinking or feeling this way, okay? Because it is up to us, you all, the things that we entertain. What we do, believe me, our thoughts become habits. To have somebody be willing to drive hours. We just had it where another young man in Texas, all right, drove way from Allen, Texas, all the way to El Paso to go out there and commit crimes against Hispanics. When we look at statistic, these are facts, okay? You can look them up yourself. Take out some time. Let's do some research. Is what this girl's saying, is it facts behind it, okay? Young man, 21 years old, leave his house, drove all the way to El Paso, Texas to commit a crime against Hispanics. Now, let's do a little bit of pros and cons on here, okay? Because a lot of the times it is what people are seeing, what people are hearing, that they conform their activities to, all right? And each and every one of us we're uniquely designed differently. So you have to be very, very careful as to what you entertain. Because the things which was being promoted by the media was that Hispanics, illegal immigrants, were a problem to the U.S. And that person is sitting up at home watching, assuming that they are being patriotic, that they are helping the situation, all right, from what they are watching, from what social media is promoting. So what they do is they get up out of their house and make it an okay thing to go out and hurt Hispanics. Then we have it where this is a proven fact, you all. Crimes against Asians are at its highest because during the pandemic it said, oh well, they're the ones that's bringing it. We have to look at ourselves, people. And number one, for the many young people that are watching, for the many parents, be very, very, very mindful of the things which is going on within your home. Be a lot more attentive. The things that you talk about, because some behaviors, believe me, they are learned behaviors right within the home. Yeah, that's very true. Some things we pick up. Now I know all of us been 13, 14, and we pick up things and behaviors from our friends or whoever. But a lot of our behaviors, you all, it is behaviors that we have to check. Sometimes we have to do our own self check to understand if the way that we are thinking, the things that we are entertaining, are we being in extremists with our thinking? 18 years old, drove hours to go and commit a crime. We want to say, where is the parents? Should there be more charges against other people? Can an 18-year-old commit that kind of crime by himself? And what was the people around him teaching him? All right. Now, clearly it was targeted towards Black people. Black people was the intended target. But I'm going to go somewhere else with us, okay? Because when these crimes take place, all of us, it has our attention. But does it have our attention when on the daily we are the ones committing crimes towards each other? Does he have our attention when on the daily we are in our neighborhood killing each other? These mass killings is hurtful. To hear that someone can actually plot, they can do all that they do specifically to target someone as beautiful as you, a young Black man, young Black woman, okay? Young, old, it doesn't matter what God specifically made you to be. You are the target. But we do it to each other on the daily. We do it to each other on the daily. And that needs to stop. That needs to stop. So I'm going to go in the audience a little bit. Steven, hello. How's it going? Joanna says, I'm new. Welcome to the live, Joanna. And if you are new, don't forget to hit the like button and kindly hit the subscribe button if you are new to Life in Haiti. And you all don't forget to check out LIH Voice. I am on a mission to grow LIH Voice. So I have activated Night Boat for Life in Haiti. So if you all notice, Night Boat is in the chat with us. I did activate Night Boat. So I'm just trying new things that is available to creators. So you all kindly check out LIH Voice, you all. LIH Voice. And please hit the subscribe button. Jehalo says, bon dimanche Marie, bon dimanche pour à ou même tout frère, comment yé? Steven Skipper, amen, thank you. Stallion, how's it going, Stallion? Miss Lucille says, good Sunday evening, Marie. Happy to see you. Always happy to see you too, Miss Lucille. Satan knows his time is limited. He is relentless. And that is one of the reasons, you all, we have to start making it our business to be more spiritual. Some of the things which is going on around our world, and let's just go to Haiti with some of the horrible acts which is going on even around certain areas in our country, okay? These acts, you all, it takes for us, it takes for me as a young woman to say, you know what, I am not going to accept a gun to go out and hurt anybody. See, as long as everybody is crying about guns, but guns don't just get up itself and take off to hurt people. It is people with guns which hurt people. Guns itself does not hurt people, okay? And keep in mind, you all, keep in mind, even though I may be a small YouTuber and I may not be, be this and that, okay? But the message remained the same for the many of people, for many of my followers. We are just passing through here, okay? I don't care who you are. We need to work on where our soul is going to lie. Where is your soul going, okay? I'm not preaching religion. Whatever you believe, it doesn't matter what religion. We're so stuck and big on religion, but every religion teaches you to live by a level of moral turpitude as far as in character. No religion really teaches hate. And I know, I mean, I don't know of it. I don't know of it, but we really, really, really need to take into consideration that our time on earth, we're just passing through here, you all. We are not here to stay, okay? Another mass shooting in a church in California today. Wow, that's crazy. Too many crazy folks are getting access to guns, and we're not paying attention because as I was reading about the young man from Buffalo, he had made threats at the school. It's like these people are master manipulators too. They're able to manipulate their way into words to make you think that everything is okay, that what they said is not what it is, this and that. And by right, you really can't just up and probably lock anybody up just because of what they said. But all of that are things which you should pay attention to. People who are selling guns too, gun manufacturers need to be attentive to their customers as they are coming in and buying. Thank you, Naibo. Wow, Rich, Unstoppable Entertainment. Good evening, Arlene. So, you all, as you come in, please hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. Wow, Rich. Hello, host. Hello, how's it going? Carlene says, bless you. Hello, Carlene. It's been a while. How's it going? JR Sicklot says, hi, friend. Hello, how are you? Night boat. Night boat is in the building. Where is movie star Mike? Movie star Mike is at home. He is off work. Remember, you can always support LIH via Cash App Danny0529. Marie Noor, good evening, Marie, and to all the staff, good evening. How's it going? Elizabeth Kafuma, good evening, Marie. Good evening. It's been a long time, long time. So I'm just glad to have you all here. Please, please give me a jacket. I am on live stream. So if someone would like to be a moderator for Life in Haiti, I'm not sure if my moderators are able to assign someone as moderator, but I am only able to assign somebody as moderator When I am live on YouTube, when I am on StreamYard, I am unable to do so. I'm unable to do so. So, you all, in the end, the biggest thing, you all, is let's be mindful of what's going on within our home also. We must. Okay, how's it going? It has been a long time. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. It's good to have you live with me. In the end, you all, we have to be conscious of what's going on within our home, what's going on within our own environment, the things in which we entertain. Be mindful of the things which we entertain, even on social media. Know that on social media, someone can promote anything that they want to. But do they actually do you take the time to really get to know your followers, get to know their life, okay? That they're not just pushing something out into the media because that is what people want to hear and that's what makes money. And then you start getting extreme and crazy about it, and you end up getting yourself in trouble, and definitely everybody's life is lost, because in that aspect there's absolutely no way to think that you probably will ever be pardoned and get out of that situation. Mr. Jackson says, good evening, Life in Haiti family and Marie. The gun makers and gun sellers are not responsible as long as they are following the rules. Wow, it's crazy. Only you can assign moderators, sis, but check their channel before, please. Definitely. So anyone that would like to be a moderator for Life in Haiti, I will do a live from YouTube, and from there, be able to check to see exactly who you are. Make sure that we have, good people in the company of Life in Haiti. So to bring us to Life in Haiti, you all, I started feeding at Godet. We started feeding. I actually have a video before we go there that I wanted to share, but I'm reluctant to share the video because I do not want to be penalized by YouTube, because I don't want the video to be viewed as you know promoting hate, or because the video is very graphic, okay? It's very graphic, because sometimes when I come on here on live, I always like to have that transparency, that the facts behind what I am saying, or why I'm feeling the way that I am feeling. So that is the only reason why I'm not sharing certain videos, okay? But back to Life in Haiti, you all. I want you all to know this week, you all, has been a very hard week for me. Take care of yourself, you all. Take care of yourself. And when I say that, in every way, I know I have all sorts of people on here, so I'm not going to go into details, but know that this week was a rough week for me, health wise. And today I want to say thank you, Lord. And you really don't know just how much your health means up until the aches and bruises and stuff like that start happening, okay? So ladies, take care of yourself, eat properly, get the proper amount of sleep. You don't appreciate your health until you have to start seeing things happening with your body that you don't understand. So I noticed some of my peoples are coming in. As you come in, kindly hit that subscribe button if you have yet to hit the subscribe button, And don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button. So Monday and Tuesday, I had the chance to actually go up to go there and spend the whole day up there. And we plan on making some changes there, okay? Where this coming year we've had visitors, and the my hope is that we will have more people to come to actually see the work that we are doing, and to continue to have you all to stand with me, and we can continue to make a difference with everything that's going on in Haiti. You all, I am big on promoting the fact that we have to catch these children early if we want to make a difference and see somewhat of a difference in certain communities. If we want to keep certain communities somewhat clean, somewhat uplifted, if we have to start teaching these children something different. And that is exactly what we are doing here at Godet. We've provided them with material. You'll see it in my latest upload on Tuesday. And one of the things that my sister and I decided to do is to start feeding Godet. But it is almost the end of the year. Okay, school will be closed in at Godet in Haiti from June the 30th. So in between there, you all, my next project is the people that sponsor the kids. So between starting from here and now, people who have sponsored a kid with Life in Haiti, I want to ask you all to please not forget. And I will be having a meeting with everyone that sponsor a kid. I'm not sure if this year I will be asking for more children to be sponsored. One of the reasons why is the more children we sponsor is a bigger workload on my desk, okay? But I also want to perfect it and try to give the kids which we have on our plate more love and more attention, and definitely work closer up with the schools to see, to make sure that the money that we are investing is properly is a proper investment, that the teachers are doing what they are supposed to do, that the staff in every way is doing what they are supposed to do, and working closely with the schools, that they understand that they are being monitored and supervised. Hold on a second. Let me go out. Teacher P, welcome to the live No Excuse Entertainment. How's it going, my brother? How's it going? Travel Barber, how's it going? How's it going? And thank you for joining, Mama Nina. Rob Aquarium's Room. Hello, everybody. Hello, Rob. How's it going? Mr. Jackson says Marie kids are very passionate about the things that they get into. Most of the time, kids are influenced by their peer groups. Their peer groups is where most get their ideas. Very, very true. That is why I mentioned to be a little bit more attentive with what is going on within the house, okay? We have to be a little bit today. You know, I had a recent conversation with my little sister, and I got a phone call actually about my daughter. And she was telling me something that my daughter is doing. And I said, well, I am in Haiti. I'm glad you're calling me, because obviously there's that level of respect and love for the big sister, okay? But it takes for us to be attentive to the kids. And then we went into the conversation. I told her, I said, well, don't you forget, we were just this age yesterday, and we are easily influenced by our peers. You all, a lot of my life decisions was influenced by my peers. I know a lot of you all that follow me from my first story, many of you all actually looked up my story. I wasn't a bad kid. I wasn't someone in and out of juvenile. I wasn't someone doing the most. And I was someone who was not raised by rich parents, but morally, my parents were beyond rich. They were very, very strong in moral characters and teaching us to live the right way and just doing right. My parents have always taught that. That is one of the reasons why I say be a lot more attentive. Because my parents traveled to the US at that older age, uneducated, okay, and needing to work to pay so much bills, they really didn't know a lot about what was going on with me. They didn't know what was going on within their own households. And many of you are in that same predicament today. You really don't know what's going on within your household with your kids because you are too busy working to pay the bills. But no matter what it is, spend time and find out and get to know your kids' friends too. Sometimes invite them over, interact with them, pick their brains, find out who some of your kids are following on social media. All of that matters because I am sure for me, I wanted to be a district attorney, okay? And for me, the first thing I would have done, being an official involved with that case, was went to the parents. Okay? The parents would have been my first thought. How did all of that happen right under your eyes and nobody saw it? And we know that it can happen. So that is why we have to be very, very, very careful the things which is going on within the household. 18 years old. And at when you're young, you know, your mind is fresh. So you pretty much an extremist with whatever you believe in. You know, you drown yourself in it. So it's pretty much simple things. You feel like life is over when it's not. So when a young person supports something and they're being brainwashed by it, so creators, be careful the things which we promote. Are we promoting good things? Because people that follows you, a lot of people are, it's like a rap song. You know, you got rappers, they're just rapping. They're not really out there doing all that because let's just be honest. If they're going to go out there and do all that, don't you think that would compromise their money? Do you really, really think a smart person is going to, and some of them do it, but then we see exactly the consequences of doing it. But you have smart ones, Jay-Z, no matter if he's rapping, if it's a lyric, and it takes us to teach the kids the difference in what they are watching. Racism, you all. For me, and it's a sensitive subject, right? It's a subject that everybody wants to be hush mouth about. And I hate that subject because me, I'm attracted to character, not your color. I can care less about your color, okay? It's character that attracts me to a person. But to me, racism is something that is taught, that is a learned behavior. It's not just we find it, and correct me if I'm wrong, okay? You can Google this yourself. We have all sorts of hate crimes against all groups of people, right? But we find that blacks are one of the most targeted groups. I didn't say this. This is just from me doing some studies, right? This is just from me going on Google to do some research. Blacks are one of the most targeted groups. Wow. We gotta be we just have to be special. That's travel, and let you know what? Let me invite some people to the live. I notice I have other YouTubers, so if y'all would like to come in, if not, it's okay. But if you would like to step in and share your thoughts on the live on the recent shooting, some of the crazy things which is happening in our world, you may do so. Travel Barber says, "Am God is Mexican, it's Jamaican on the go. Change my channel name. Change my travel bar. It's God. Am God. It's okay, Travel Barber. I did not get you, but I got that you changed your name. Mike Saha, greetings. Greetings to you too, Mike. Greetings to you too. Mr. Jackson says, in today's world, the kids have more privacy. The kids are more able to hide stuff on the computer in plain sight. Well, you ain't. I don't think you could have said that any better. That's very, very true. But it is still up to us to make sure to supervise the things which is going on within our household. It is still up to us to make sure to block certain things from our children, even from ourselves. All right. At my age, there is certain things that I just have you ever listened to a song, right? Have a song ever got you so out your mind that you just like, Marie, you need to get off this song because it took you way out of your lane. We have to be mindful of the things which we entertain. Now, it's all up to you too, how you live your life. It's all about your own beliefs too. That's very important, because if you believe that what you are doing is okay, then that's just what it is. But it takes us, you all. It takes us. Mr. Jackson, you've carried 20 people, 20 people. Thank you so very much, Mr. Jackson, for your continuous love and support of life in Haiti. Thank you so very much. Mike Soha. Jill, aka MMA Fan 3. Hello, Marie. Hello, Jill. How's it going? Thank you for stopping by. Valerie TV says sometimes you can be listening demonic demonic cantation music. My dad always said, be careful what you watch and listen to. That has a lot to do with it, you all. Because honestly, I did this live because I want to know what is these kids being taught. We have too much hate crimes happening by being done by children that are by people who are young. Okay, let's just go from the what is it, the bombing years ago, where was it, Columbus bombing, by Timothy McVeigh, all those young people. Okay, social media, we have to be mindful, you all, on the things, the people that we follow, the people that we listen to. You may think we pick up on each other's feelings, right? I support you. So a lot of people would say, well, because, see, I've never been one to be like this. But a lot of people are like this, okay? Well, because Marie don't support you, then I don't either. No. And there it goes. It's hate. We have to have our own mind and be able to understand what's right and what's wrong. And clearly, these hate crimes, you all, they are wrong. Black people, and you, some people might step on my toes for this, right? But we have racism also within our home. Constantly, I'm pretty sure racist remarks are being said. The only difference with us is you're not seeing a lot of our people getting up and committing extreme acts against others. But if I'm not mistaken, we did have some guys that targeted white people. Okay? We have to be mindful of the things that the DC snipers, all right? They targeted white people. This is something that's never going to change. It's never going to change because it's up to us, you all, us, the people. Everything that's happening on, in this world, it is happening because of our actions. We are the ones that are doing it. So at some point, we have to make the decision. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to entertain that. I'm not going to hate this person because of this, the color of their skin. I'm not going to hate that person because of this, of that. You know, we have to practice that. Be careful who we follow. Be careful who we listen to. I want to say for the last, and I'm not for or against him, but the Trump administration was a must. It needed to happen because it opened up, it allowed so many people with the words and the things that this man was saying. It allowed so many people to come out and be themselves and to make it okay. Whether if what he was saying was intended to crank people up, to incite something, but obviously for somebody to say something and for me to jump up and amen and hallelujah, it deep inside, I already had these beliefs. I already had these thoughts ready to be manifested. I just needed a co-signer. I just needed someone. He said what many of them wanted to say for many, many years. And look at from there onto today, the height of extreme crimes, even crimes against Asians. People are being just targeted because, oh, the pandemic, this and that, or you brought this type of flu here, you did that. And because one person is saying it, okay, now you have people that cannot live in peace. We need to stop that, you all. We really do. I was recently talking to somebody, and that person told me that a young lady told them that to, I don't know if this was to make an excuse to make her be whatever it was, to big up her rude, obnoxious behavior, that all Haitian women had AIDS. Where did you learn that from? Where did you learn that from? You know, maybe she grew up within a household that's been teaching that. That was the thing. Haitian people have AIDS. And it's not to say that Haitian people don't, but it is not a sole Haitian people thing. So we just have to be mindful with the things that is going on within our home, you all. We have to watch our children a lot more than we do. Pay attention to them. Be a lot more attentive to their behavior, whether we want to be or not, whether we want to be. And if we are teaching racism, check ourselves. We need to check ourselves too. I know what I do outside of in front of the screen. You know what you do in the privacy of your own home. So if you know that kids that are within the house are hearing things that they should not be hearing, then you need to check yourself. Valerie TV says, I feel timeline is becoming more vulgar towards TV. I feel like the demonic side of rap spread to the world. All right, Valerie, I pretty much understand a lot of you all, but I'm really, really not. I don't know. I'm really not understanding your rap had a non-demonic side, but it was not pushed. Why was it not pushed? Why was it not pushed? Because majority creators are going to push what makes money. Obviously, somewhere deep inside, we have that evil man that we entertain more than that good man. There are some great artists that I listen to, and when I watch and see, I'm like, why aren't they viral? I brought a young lady here. She's out of Africa. I couldn't understand why she wasn't a huge star, because what's pushed is what the people want. So maybe that's why positive rap wasn't pushed. And correct me if I'm wrong. If you think of it, if you have positive, indeed, the word of God says, be careful of what you allow in your ears, eyes, gate. That's true. Then the opposite is negative. Mm. Valerie TV says men need to take responsibility for the way they have promoted themselves. Mm. If you would like to join, I've shared the link. No profanity, but you can join. You can join. I have no problems with someone joining. Since it's your first time, be sure to show your face, because like Uncle Russ says, if I'm showing my face, I want to see yours too. Sarah says Satan uses the media and music. Very, very true. Catch a Falling Star says these are crimes against humanity. These are the times of it's all about me, not let me look out for my fellow man. That's true. We have to start looking out for each other. You all. This is just the video. I had a whole different thing planned for my life. I went to church today. There's no, absolutely, I don't care who I am. I don't ever want to get to a point where I'm too big for God. He's done too much for me, okay? And this week, after what I've been through, I was not going to miss the opportunity to give him all the glory. These crimes, they're some of the most selfish. People are not praying, but we're not pushing that. That's not cool, I guess, to tell your homeboy, like, man, you need to pray, dude. Some of your thoughts, they just dark. It's okay to tell your sister, you know what? Some of these thoughts you having, they're just some thoughts that's you gotta pray on them. Well, many famous people make literal deals with Satan. That's a whole nother story. I really don't think anyone can make a literal deal with Satan without us entertaining it. In the end, you are, where do the responsibility come from? Us, the listeners, us, the viewers. Okay. Let me bring in Mike Saha here. Well,
Hey, how
hello.
you doing?
I'm
Good to
doing
see you.
good. You on the live? How's it going, Mike?
It's going okay, thank you.
Keep it clean, Mike. What you got to
I
say?
promise. I promise. If I join, sometimes on my own channel, I go a little bit wild, but on other people's channel, I'm on my best behavior. That's
So,
part of
do I
respect. If I
follow
go
you,
to your
Mike?
house, I don't know.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
So, what do you have to say about what I've been sharing tonight?
yeah. You. I remember. There's an echo. I don't know if it's me or you, but yeah, I hear my own voice. Never mind. Here's the point. um, You asked about the. You said something about if somebody's got something to some opinion about the Buffalo shooting. There's been a shooting, racially motivated shooting in Buffalo, New York, recently, and I have some thoughts about that. And I think that New York, to my knowledge, it's one of those states where it's hard for civilians to get guns. It's hard to get a permit for a civilian to have a gun in New York, and I do believe that gun laws, restricted gun laws, have a part with this. It enables shooters. Let's say you're a crazy person, want to go shoot up a market. I know nobody in there has guns. Maybe one guy, the security guard, he got shot. It's easy for me if I'm a criminal. I want to take out a lot of people. If I got criminals, don't care if it's illegal to have a gun. Okay, obviously they don't care. Oh, I can't buy a gun because it's illegal. If you're a criminal, you don't care what the law is. So if you want to go shoot up a place, you got a gun. You know, nobody else has a gun in there. And you see it's going boom, 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 boom. But if that doesn't happen in Texas, you don't see a lot of shootings in Texas where everybody can have a gun. Because people know they walk into the supermarket, maybe 50% of people got a gun on them. And maybe you can shoot one guy and then somebody over there is going to pull their gun and boom, 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 and you're dead. So I think if more people had guns in that store, maybe he would have only been able to take out one or two people before he got shot himself by somebody else. Just one guy with a gun in there, he was able to take him out, the security guard. So that's my view. And then the politicians would use this to, as they always do, to promote gun laws, like the opposite of what I'm saying. It'd be like we need tougher gun laws, less guns in the hands of the public. They always do that. So that's my view.
Hmm. Well, I want to thank you for sharing because you shared a good point of view. You really did, and but one of the things that is being shared also is the fact that the shooter came. He was fully equipped. You know,
Hmm.
he had
Assault
on
rifle, heavy
tactical
body armor.
gears, a
Yeah, yeah,
helmet,
yeah, yeah.
you know, camera. So he already he was already ready for whatever he could encounter in the road.
Hmm.
But in a way, I guess that is true. If I'm not sure of the gun laws there in New York, maybe if more people were allowed to have guns, maybe in that case, someone could have shot him. But
Yeah.
we've had it where things like that happen in Texas also.
Hmm.
Patrick Rusi and Allen, he drove from Allen, Texas, all the way to El Paso and targeted Hispanics. That was in Texas. So Um, at the end of the day, we really need to be mindful of our mental state. Our
Yeah,
mental state. I want to thank you, though, Mike. Would you like to share anything else? Where are you from?
I'm in Sweden.
Oh, Sweden, all
I
the way
was
in
born
Sweden.
and
Sweden in the
raised. Yeah,
house. So,
yeah,
what
yeah. I'm in
time is
Sweden.
it there?
It's late over here. I gotta get going pretty soon. I just wanted to come up for a few minutes, give my thoughts on that about the gun laws and stuff.
Okay, okay. So, what time
It's
you have?
1:30. 1:30. It's 1:30 a.m. in Sweden.
Oh, well, I just want to thank you, Mike, for staying up
Thank you.
and showing Life in Haiti some love. Thank you. Is your
Thanks for
channel
having me
named
on.
Mike Saha?
Yes,
Is that your
yes,
channel name?
yeah.
Okay, I will be visiting you and definitely give you that subscribe. I'll check you
All right.
out.
Thank you. Okay. Good seeing you.
You're welcome, Mike.
Take care of
Thank
yourself.
you. You have
Bye.
a good one. You too. Bye bye. So that was good. That was good. Um, famous people's make deal. Powwow says, "What's up, my people? What's up, Powwow? How's it going?" Sarah says citizens should be armed to protect themselves and others from criminals. That is why sometimes I want to get more of you all involved because here I am saying, well, the people should have control. Da 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 da. He instantly gave a different perspective on things. If more people there were armed, could it have saved more lives? Or could he have been killed instantly too? So I don't know. And I'm not promoting hate, okay? I'm not promoting to go hurt anybody, but definitely maybe it could have saved some lives. Sister to Sister says, "Good evening, Marie. We as parents and caregivers need to stop being our kids' party mates and best buddies in a negative sense. Start parenting our future generations." Very, very true. Very, very true. Too many of us are being too friendly, okay, with these kids and not really parenting them to prepare them for the future generation. It is our responsibility, okay? They're gonna call you mean, but in the end they will be thankful for it. I lost track of what I was telling you all about my sister and I when we were having the conversation. um Instantly I was telling her, how we were just young too, not too long ago. She reminded me, she says, "You know what? I was so stupid about some of the things that I did." So today, as a parent, I realized just how much I took my parents through, just how stupid I was from some of the decisions which I was making, which was against my parents. So, you all, it may seem mean today, it may seem as if you are the worst parent, but believe me, being attentive, being mindful of the things that you teach, they kids repeat what they hear you say. They a lot of the times do what they see you do, not all the times, but they do what they are around, okay? So let's just be mindful because it takes each and every one of us to make our world a better place. It takes us working together. It takes hands together to make our world a better place. Guyannis Doll says, "Stay ready so you don't have to get ready, period." In that instinct, that's very, very true. Very true. Guyannis Doll says, "Mike is correct. If someone had a gun, he would have been dead." Very true. So you all, Catch a Falling Star agree with at Sister Sisters about need to parent and not be friends. Very, very true. Hello, Manice. How's it going, my sister? It's good to have you stop by. It's good to have you stop by. How's it going? Mr. Jackson says, no, Marie, more guns will not make a difference. Sometimes the knowledge of other weapons may differ, but when the mind is made up, it's a wrap. Wow. Wow. I'm coming. That's true. When the mind, Miss Lucille said the security guard did have a gun and shot him, but he had on protective armor. Then he killed the security guard. So sad. I can only imagine. Someone had a gun and he was dead. Wow. Let's welcome someone else. Hello, my sister. How's it going?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. Hi, Val.
I'm
Thank you
okay.
for joining me.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think the problem is that unfortunately when men get a little bit unhinged or are unhappy or feel entitled, it could be very bad for society. So I think men need to learn how to work on their emotional issues. Like even Ukraine wouldn't be where it is right now if Putin wasn't in his feelings. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, most crime is committed by men, right? So I think that needs to be figured out. Like
Mm.
I don't think women in large numbers, not that it doesn't happen. I guess we're taught to kind of like work on our emotions and deal with things or, take things as they go and we gotta get over it. Or not get over it, but we find a way to get over it. I think men haven't learned how to deal with their emotions. Some of that could be because some men have moms that coddle them too, that create these monsters, right? And society as a whole. I'm not saying it's just women. It's just society as a whole kind of creates this atmosphere where it's like, it's okay, you're a guy, and well, because you're a guy, or you have the mom that kind of over is, or the father that feels like, well, you're a man. So there's like men, there's too many men, not all men, there's too many men on one faction that don't know how to deal with their emotions. And it's an imbalance for the men that do, because I feel like the men that do are what runs societies, right? They're the ones that think of a bigger picture. Like, okay, well, we have all these women and we have children and we need women to have kids, so let's have a healthcare system. Like even when you think about like Haiti, like there's no bigger picture sometimes because there's it's like the men that have a bit of a grip on the whole view are not as much, and it should be more. And
Hmm.
that could be because there's broken families, like a lot of broken families, like especially like I know like in the black community, it's like it's more of a broken family thing. That's like diaspora in general. Like, Haiti, okay, there's a lot of people that are married, but there's a lot of people that are single married. Like they're married, but they're sharing community guy because that one guy has resources. That same thing happens here in the States too. There are the guys that you would be considered like the good guy, the nice guy. But sometimes because that guy feels like there's not a lot of me, so you should feel lucky to have me. And then they still sometimes mistreat the family they have anyway. So they're just creating the same broken people. I don't know. That's my opinion. So
Wow. No, your opinion wasn't awesome. I mean, you had a good opinion. And one thing that you mentioned that stood out, does men need to learn to deal with their emotions? And I did not look at it that a lot of these horrible crimes committed are committed by men.
yeah, because I mean, even in the Haitian culture, c'est haïtien nous y. In the Haitian
Oh,
culture, it's
c'est
like,
haïtienne. Oh, comment
yeah,
y essaye?
even in Haitian culture, it's like, fais vite, almete assiette là pour nèg là, or,
Ou son YouTuber
almete,
too?
yeah,
Ou
fais
son
vite, almete,
YouTuber?
okay, what did you say?
Ou son YouTuber?
No, I'm back to her. No, I'm
Oh,
back
baby,
to
ele muy abuelo ça.
her. Yeah, but it's like, Haitian women are very submissive, right?
Yeah,
And
we
actually,
are.
to be quite honest, I'm gonna say actually a lot of women, I think Black women in general are very submissive. You know,
But I'm
sometimes
gonna
like
tell you, you're gonna take the show somewhere else, and I can
no,
invite you another day
because
somewhere
you know
else,
sometimes we kind
okay?
of get the stereotype of being like
Because we're
aggressive,
gonna go to the
aggressive.
left, and it's a good subject. It's a good subject, Val. So
No,
that's
no,
why
it's
I
true. Because,
say
I mean, even though they
call
say
me
like,
after the show.
yeah, because they say black women are not submissive, but if we weren't submissive, we wouldn't be so loyal to our own race of men, right? Like, I think white women date whoever's best for their pocket and for their money. Black women, we kind of try and say like, we need to keep the culture, keep the culture, keep the culture, keep the culture, which isn't a bad thing if someone is trying to keep it with you and trying to create with you, right? But I don't think that. I think sometimes over loyalty like gets you to a place where people take you for granted, right? So sometimes if you're too loyal, the person will not toujours penser, I don't have to try. I don't have to do anything because you're not going anywhere. You're gonna be here all the time anyway.
Mm.
Like if you look at Asian women, like for a minute, in the Asian culture, they had the one child rule for a second. Toute la journée, t'as touillé femme, you have touillé femme, you have touillé femme, yo. Finalement, ils ont dit, ah, on a touillé nous, mais on va commencer parler avec notre nègre blanc, whatever, whatever. Quand ils ont c'est là, ouais, ils pas suffisamment femme pour faire petit, yo. Ils commencé ramasser bouda, yo. I'm sorry. Ils commencé prendre cul, yo, mettre le derrière, yo, puis ils ont fait un bagage. Like, and sometimes too, I think everybody has their own power. Men have their power in terms of like, I have my seed, I don't have to inject it, right? Women have power to say, I have my woman region and I don't have to give you a child. Not everybody deserves a legacy. Et
Mm.
ba tout moun ki merite yon timon because lo a fait timon nan, like from the woman's perspective, we don't want our children to suffer. We don't care what it looks like. Whether it's a
Mm.
mulat, whatever, we don't want
Well,
our kids to
Val,
go hungry and all
I'm
sorts of
gonna
stuff.
tell you this, Val, because of the subject for tonight. All right,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to just let him, okay? Et
Okay,
puis,
I'm sorry.
na pote sa nan LIH
That wasn't
voice,
there. I wasn't
okay?
there. I didn't even know what the subject was. I'm
On
sorry.
l'a
I
dit
just heard the original
ou
subject.
ka vide avem paske ou pale de un sujet ki un bel sujet, men
Mhm.
aswa e pa sujet sa. Ou kompren?
Yeah,
Men
today
m
is
kontan
about crime.
konesans lan. M
Yeah,
kontan.
it was about crime, and the thing for the crime thing, I would just say we need to be. I think because of social media, sometimes there's so much access. Like back in the day, Sute Simon, you would turn on the TV, you'd have to put in a code to see something. And even adults,
Mhm.
a lot of us adults too, are watching things that we should not be watching. Like,
Mhm.
if you think about it, back in the day, you would have a social, a dance. The guys will come, the girls will come. The guy would ask the girl, would you like to dance? So this is a socializing that doesn't exist anymore. And this is why sometimes a lot of guys, un pilon garçon vin trop brut, yo vin plus sauvage. Whereas
Hmm.
the woman, she's still socialized to say, well, you know what? You shouldn't sleep around. You shouldn't do this. The only thing I would say is there's a sector of men that are over sexualizing women. And then once they're over sexualizing, then it's like you're degraded for the same thing that you're promoting. You can't talk
Hmm.
about, oh,
But
and then you have these videos, and then the girls, all her backside is all over the place. And then, like,
well. Okay, let me tell you, Val. Please get in contact with me,
okay,
okay?
I'll let you go.
Get in contact with me. Look in the description. You can find me through the email and or find me on IG at life in Haiti underscore with Marie
I follow
with
your
Marie
channel.
underscore.
I follow your
Okay,
channel.
so but to get me personally, and
Okay.
we'll further side that. But I just want to thank you for having the courage to actually come on screen and
Yeah, I
speak
don't
on
usually come
that.
on screen.
So
Okay,
thank you
well,
so much.
everybody have a good Sunday and be safe and enjoy your family because life is short.
Life is
Okay,
short. That's it.
bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. So I just want to thank you all too for stopping by and spending some time with me tonight. Pop says, "Hi sis. In my opinion, there is way too many people in society that have untreated mental issues and personality disorders. The body follows what the mind dictates. Many need therapy out here. Much love. I could not have said it better. We have to be careful the things which we entertain. You know, our thoughts, they become actions. Mr. Silverado says the security guard is an ex cop. Wow. Does men need to learn to deal with their emotions? We are being accused of being emotional beings. Does men need to deal with their emotions? Babylon says, hi sis, it's been a long time since we never talked. Just know though, my love for you is unconditional. Hashtag Miss Marie. Thank you, Babylon. Thank you. They need to get help with their emotions if it's leading them to abuse others. Wow. Mr. Jackson says, afraid men don't do emotions. We are logical thinkers. Well, is this a are these logical actions? I mean, I haven't studied this, so I don't know. Is this what logical thinkers do? They have to put actions to, I mean, I don't know. Help me out here, y'all. Diana's doll say preach. Wilson Jean says African women. You are so right. I can't wait to meet her. She's a great person. I love her so much. You guys don't understand. I watch her since the beginning of her story. Yes, you have. Thank you, sis. Thank you. I want to thank I think this year I will get to meet a lot of my peoples. And not only that, actually spend time with you all. Like, really, really. How awesome is God? You know, how awesome is God? I'm telling you, God is good. He is good. Lucille says this young man targeted Black people. He planned it on social media. There are many more just like him out there. Just like him. Wow. Valerie TV, of course, not just Haitian men, I said across. Wow. I will say Haitian because that is my community. Well, I just want to thank each and every one. I'm well over my hour. I actually planned on talking about something completely different tonight. But these pure evil hate crimes, you all, we have to look within ourselves. At times when I get upset with somebody and overreact, I think even at my worst moment, I have never wanted to just really see someone hurt. It takes for us to start operating with the conscious. Certain things you have to structure your life to where when you do it, you just don't feel right about yourself. You don't walk right. You don't, it's not today, an di li an kreol, gen de krent ke bon Dieu mette nan mwen jodi a, se pa pou moun. There is some fear that God has put in me today. It's not for people. You all mean so much, but you mean nothing to some of the things which go on within me. And I think that is what we need to take the time to do. And I want to accredit that to the many years that I had to spend with myself. The time that I was desanitized from all the craziness of society of what's cool and what you needed to do this, what you needed. God showed me that on this earth, you can be doing all of this for all that you do it with, but with basic necessity, I was able to survive, and believe it, I was somewhat happy. So it's kind of like the brainwash thing too, okay? Because I was happy at that stage. We have to learn to live consciously. Have a clear conscience, you all, with the things that we do. Some of us, some of the thoughts that we are having, talk to somebody about it. The many of you all that are leaders, that are strong members at your job, okay, in your community, in your church, or wherever, learn to check on other people. Because when these mass killings take place, it affects the whole world. It doesn't just affect that family whose son committed. Imagine how many innocent people, children, mothers, brothers, cousins, sisters that received that phone call that your son, your daughter, your husband, your girlfriend, your whatever was injured. Because when these things takes place, it has an effect on everybody. I sit way in Haiti, and as I watch what goes on all around our world, it has an effect on us. What are we here to do? Ask yourself that. You don't have to answer that for me. What is your purpose in life? Is your purpose just to sit up? Let's take it back to Houston, Texas. Drink, pop pills, smoke weed, do what? Hang out, twerking all day. Is that your whole life purpose? And I'm not here to judge you, all right? That's not my job. But is that a really purpose for living life? Is that what you want to leave behind? Listen, and the youth who watched life in Haiti, and it may seem today that Marie is just not the coolest, because I'm telling you, being the coolest caused me 13 years and something months of my life. So I'm really, really in many ways, I'm like a 25-year-old at 38, because so much of my life was taken because of what I thought cool was or is. So I speak from experience because I've been there, done that. But if you don't want to end up in the grave, if you want to live, I want you to consciously listen to people around you. All right? People who spend time to correct you, people who spend time watching over you have so much more to do with their time. They must love you. Listen to them. And I'm going to say this until I am not a YouTuber again. I'm going to spread that message. And when I'm gone, that message will remain whenever you decide to stop by Life in Haiti. It takes us, you all, many people in Haiti, things that are going on, the young men, the young women, the gangs, the violence, the this, it takes us. Peer pressure is corrupting our neighborhood. But if we start making the decision to say, you know what? You can't give me a gun to go. I may not like her, but I'm not going to go in. All right. So it's up to us, and be mindful what we entertain, you all. Be very mindful. That matters. Be mindful of what we follow on social media. Why is it that the negative things that is promoted have millions and millions and millions of views. Why? Someone mentioned on the live you have good rap that was not promoted. Why is it just the bad rap that is promoted? And as I leave this live, I want to leave this live with, I know that many of our people, let's just shoot it real, many Black people are gonna we're gonna have so much to say. But look in the mirror as we're saying what we're saying. Today is this mass shooting, and it's something that's just clearly to me for attention. All right. There's a attention deficit there, okay? But we have to make the conscious decision to stop killing each other too. We may not be doing mass killings where we're killing 10, 15 people at one time. But the things in which we do to each other on a daily outweigh that one thing that is done in mass. Okay? So we have to start learning to be more patient in our community with each other. Learning to, Jean Haïtien dit, c'est pour apprendre pour connaître ça pour occuper. You know, so we have to learn that some things you just have to be the bigger person. I'm not saying if it compromise your life, no. If it's a threat to your life, you have every right to protect yourself. But we Black people, okay, we have to understand it is proven. Reports find that Blacks remain the most targeted group. Blacks remain the most targeted group. This is not a rumor. Life in Haiti is spreading. And I know a lot of people may be saying, well, I'm not Black, I'm Haitian. I'm not Black, I'm Guyanian. I'm not Black, I'm from Somalia. But Black is Black to those that hate Black. Let's stop causing division and separation within ourselves. We have to stop killing each other. That's it. It takes us. Dominique, thank you so very much for joining me live. White supremacy is on a different wavelength. They operate on a different, we know that. You all appreciate life. It's not promised to any one of us. These are all things which happens that should remind you. Nowadays, you don't even have to have enemies to be an innocent target. Video I'm watching, I could only imagine. You know, and you watching something and you that feeling coming out of a Right on, everyone. My internet act crazy, y'all. My internet's act crazy. But thank you all so very much for spending so kind to one. Always give somebody a hug. Happy Sunday. And on a lighter note, check out the lady up. And I want to thank you all too for the love and support towards Boss Mike. I'm learning to also get familiar and familiar with Haiti, because ultimately the goal is to always have Haiti to continue, no matter where our team to be dedicated